Hi everyone, welcome back to the show. I'm here today in Manchester for the newly opened Flatiron restaurant. Let's give it a try. I've come into the restaurant and the first thing they've done is sat me down at the table, which is my preference, the window, which is really nice of them. Really appreciate that. It's about 12 o'clock now and the restaurant's starting to fill up, which is a good sign. First thing they give you is this, which is popcorn. Nice little touch, a little bit of a snack whilst you wait for your food, whilst you look what you want to order. I'll give that a try first of all. It's nice. I think it's definitely freshly made because it's still a little bit crispy. Very nice touch. Looking at the menu, they've given this, it's on the table, it's this paper menu, and you've got a selection of wines and cocktails on the left-hand side. Don't really fancy any of the cocktails or glasses of wine today. Maybe if I was here in the evening, it would be a different story. But for now, I think I'll look at the right-hand side where there's some beer and softs. Kind of drawn to these softs here. I think I'll try the lime and mint, something a little bit different. I'll have a soft drink, I don't mind. I think it would go quite nice with steak. The steaks, they have several. You've got the Flatiron, which is the main one, and they got some specials here. They have a cheeseburger, Wagyu steak of the day, and a Scottish Bavette. I'm actually interested in the Scottish Bavette, so I think I'm going to order that one. And there's some sides here. I quite like the sound of the homemade beef dripping chips for £4. I'll have the cream spinach for a bit of green, something a little bit healthy for £3.50, and the truffled macaroni and cheese for £5.50. A little bit more expensive, but why not? And of course there's some free water, which is always nice. It's good. Yeah, the restaurant's quite lovely actually. It's a bit of a dark sort of interior, looks quite classy. There's nice wooden tables, wooden floor, hanging baskets and plants everywhere. I've ordered the food, asked what the best way to cook the steaks would be, and they said medium rare. If they can cook them medium rare, I'll be really happy. So let's have a look at what comes out. I didn't actually notice this, but on the specials board they have some ribs. They sound actually quite interesting, and maybe if I come here again I'd try them. Yeah, lovely, thank you. Wow, thank you. Lime and mint. Almost looks like a cocktail. It looks like it's broken glass. I really like that style. Tastes like a mojito almost. It's good. Anyway, back to the ribs. The ribs are £28, so I think it's a bit more of a specialised cut, and probably it's a little bit more of a process to cook these than the other ones, because the Wagyu is £22. I missed out on the chance of having Wagyu the other day because they were given 500 free in the city centre. Fortunately I was working so I couldn't get here, but I heard that the queues were pretty large. Maybe next time. So I'll briefly explain what I know about Flatiron. I know that they're a chain company, chain of restaurants. They have most of them in London, I believe. Always walked past them, maybe when I was walking in Covent Garden. Saw the restaurants, looked quite interesting, but I never had the time or the room in my belly to go there. I'm glad that I managed to visit this one in Manchester that's opened. On the table they've left me a little cleaver, that's my knife, and I really like the style of it. That's pretty cool. Written on the menu tells you that if you want to buy this, you can buy it for £15. I'm certainly tempted because it's quite a nice thing, but I don't know how practical it'll be. We'll have to see. So on the table they have this salt and pepper salads, is that what they're called? Again, they look like they're nice quality, pretty cool. We'll see if the food's seasoned well enough that I don't have to use them. I hope so. That's what I expect from a steak restaurant. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to it now. Yes, thank you. Thank you. definitely. Thank you.
I've got bolognese.
Yes, please. Thanks very much. No? Thank you. Okay, so they brought out the steaks. This is the bavette. Wow. Very elegant looking piece of meat. That's how you can describe it. They've given some of the sides. These are the chips. I thought they'd actually be thicker than this, but they're pretty cool. They look really crispy, almost like homemade chips, but nicer than I can make. There's the cream spinach. Very, very green looking. Very creamed. Macaroni cheese. They come in these little ceramic, I think they're metal ceramic. No? What are they? What do you call them? They come in these little metal dishes, and I've actually got some of these dishes at home from Tesco. Slightly bigger though, these are a bit smaller. Really nice. The ones I use at home are for eating gourmet snacks late at night. Enamel. These are enamel things. Pretty good. I like the look of them. I've got my steak sauce, the béarnaise. I thought there'd be a bit more than this. Hopefully it's good quality, and hopefully it goes a long way. And this one's a peppercorn. It's a bit more wobblier than the béarnaise. Don't want to spill that one. Again, small, but hopefully it's packing some flavor. And this one is the flat iron. The normal one, which you get for £14. Looks pretty nice, looks really tender, really juicy. Can't wait to try that one. So first off, I'm gonna cut the Scottish Bavette, medium rare, like I said. Oh, wow. So, just, oh my God, dripping everywhere. So look at that. That's actually quite really lovely. It's juicy, it's shiny. I'll eat it without the sauce first, see what it's like. So tender, perfectly seasoned, really juicy. I really enjoy this one, it's really nice. I thought it would be possibly a little bit tough. I think bavette's similar to the beef skirt cut of meat, which I have. I normally slice it really thinly. Yeah, this one's really delicious. Not quite melt in the mouth, but tender enough. And just dip some of the béarnaise sauce in. Yeah, really good. Very enjoyable. So the flat iron steak, slightly different cut. This one looks quite interesting. Very similar, different looking texture. I'll try this one on its own first. It's quite tender with a hint of chewiness to it. It's got a really nice texture, really nicely caramelized on the outside, and again, this one's perfectly seasoned. I don't need to do anything to it. I'll try it with the peppercorn, see how that one goes together with it. Actually, I like this peppercorn a bit more than the béarnaise. It's a bit sweeter, not really that peppery. Oh, it is a little bit, yeah. It's got a sort of a deep flavour. Very nice. So yeah, Scottish Bavette and the flat iron. I don't know which one's better. I think the Bavette's slightly more seasoned than the other one. Apart from that, they're both slightly different textures, different cuts, and yeah, really enjoyable. I'd come here again for those. I'll try the spinach next, the creamy spinach. Again, very green looking. Yeah, really nice texture actually. Spinach is a little bit difficult to eat when it's a little bit flat and wilted. but this one's, well, it's really smooth and creamy, really deep, rich flavour, very nice. Macaroni cheese, £5.50, bit of a small portion. Looks like there's some cheese and some cream at the bottom, something crispy on the top. The macaroni cheese is actually really nice. I like the texture on the top, gives it another dimension. £5.50, maybe a little bit expensive for what it is. If you want something a little bit different to your meal, yeah, I think it's quite nice. Initially I'm thinking £5.50 is a lot and I wouldn't have it again, but I possibly would. It's that tasty. Chips. Chips are really nice, they're sweet, they're crispy, really light. Béarnaise sauce, probably this is a good dip for it. Definitely is. I'd order those next time, they're really, really nice. Bit of a small portion, but it doesn't matter. You're not going to stuff yourself up on food when you come here. You're eating nice quality things, and the beef dripping looks like there's a bit of a process to them, getting them that crispy. I certainly can't make them that crispy at home. Yeah, very, very nice. I've nearly finished my steak. I'm enjoying it a lot. The things that I'm thinking about now whilst I'm eating it is I've not been touching the sauces that much. The steak on its own is really juicy and tender. Didn't see the need for the sauces. They are really delicious, but I think next time I come, I wouldn't bother with those personally. I like it pretty simple. The steak itself, medium rare, perfectly done. I normally have medium rare. They recommended it here, but when I choose medium rare, it's because I want it either medium or rare. At worst case, if I order medium, I might get it, well done or something. So I'm pretty happy they got it spot on. That's pretty good. They've only been open for a few days, so I didn't know what to expect in terms of their cooking, whether they'd be spot on or not. And yeah, they have been spot on. It's a big plus for me. So I've had my meal. It's 12:50 now. The restaurant's really busy. Just asked for my bill. Had a great time. They told me that once I pay the bill and sort that out, they'll give me a token and I can use that for some ice cream. And that'll be my final taste test for the day. Yeah, they brought the bill out. I'm just looking at it. They've given me a breakdown of everything. There's a 10% optional service charge. I'm happy to pay that. That goes to all the staff who worked here today. No problem at all with that. I hate the ones where it's a service charge that's added on for no reason. This one's optional. You can take it off if you want, but I'll leave it on because they did a good job. What they gave me is this little knife. Can you make that out? Cleaver. They've given me a cleaver. And obviously I'm not going to be eating anything with this. They're going to let me swap this for an ice cream. Cool. Okay, so I did ask, and no, you can't eat it inside, you have to take it out with you. Probably it's a little bit of marketing, but I don't mind. It's a nice overcast day. Delicious. It's really nice. They put some chocolate sprinkles on. It's like a deconstructed flake. So what can I say? Yeah, really enjoyed today. If you're in Manchester and you want to have some nice steak, visit Flatiron. I think they're pretty good. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye.